Alright, welcome to today's video. Dave on the lanes. So we are here with my son's Sublime Focus. So this one's going to be a continuation of my previous video on how to do the oil extraction and cleaning. I've already done that part. Today what we're going to talk about is how to do a 5-minute, quick and easy, at-home, back-to-box finish on your bowling ball. And that's going to be using the sanding pads. I got this set off of Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. I don't get anything off of it, just the ones that I purchased and have used on my equipment. So they start low depending on the set that you get. Mine start at 400 and go all the way up to 5,000. So what you're going to want to do is, after you've got it cleaned, prepped and ready, what I like to do, and mind you, there's tons of different ways to do this. I'm probably going to get a bunch of people in the comments like, oh, da da da, blah. Again, I'm just trying to make it to where the average person trying to keep it budget friendly can do this at home and get really good results. So I'll put the link in the description below for the pad set that I use. But basically what you want to do is look at what your ball finish is. You can look on the manufacturer's website, your box, however, and you normally want to start off with your lowest and work your way up to the desired finish. So we're going to go to the sink and I'll show you guys how I do it in 5 minutes, just using these pads and a little bit of water, just like the machine, but using your hands and getting it back to box finish. So let's go to the kitchen. Alright, so the next steps that we're going to do are going to involve going in the steps of the lowest to highest. So I'm going to start out with 800 to 1,000. These vary. This pad is 1,000 to 12. Next step will be 12 to 1,500, and we're going to finish with 2,000, which is based off the box finish from the manufacturer. So what I like to do is make sure that I'm going in quarters. So I'm going to start with this pin dot up. I'm going to work this top half, and then we're going to flip it over, and then we're going to go to the side and then over to the other side, and this is going to go equally. So however you want to work your pattern, going in a circular motion, but I try to make it to where it's got just a little bit of trickle of water like the machines do, but now I'm the machine. And again, this is just something that you can do at home. It takes just a few minutes. I try to make it to where I'm doing this probably for a total of 5, because when you're getting it done in the machine at the pro shop, you know, they time it, based on the steps that they're doing with the pads. So I try to do the same thing, but in my sink. And this also helps reduce the amount of dust that these pads will produce, so you're not making a huge mess. But once we've gone around on the top, we'll flip it over, and then flip it over, and then flip it over, and then go to the next step. Alright, now that we've got that first step down, you're going to want to do this one probably the longest. This one's going to get it down to that good base that you're going to start off with. you know, even though I've already cleaned the ball beforehand, that's taking off, you know, that deeper surface first and getting it all even. And now you're going to start stepping up to your finish. So now we're going to go to the 1000 to 1200 based on mine. And you're going to keep repeating the same pattern. I probably did this one for about 2 minutes. And I'll do each one of these for about a minute. And mind you, when I'm saying a minute is on each quarter. So we're going to start on this one with the 1200 and work our way up. And again, I'm just working in, you know, a nice even pattern. Working the whole top surface that I can look at. And if you need to rotate, now I'm going to go upside down. Same pattern. You'll see like a little bit of slurry. And I know there's going to be people like, oh, I wouldn't do that in my kitchen sink and blah, blah, blah. That's cool. Find a sink you're comfortable doing it with. I do it in my sink. This doesn't produce enough slurry like a pro shop would, because, you know, I'm only doing my household maintenance. And this isn't, you know, super often. And this also, you know, doesn't replace it going into the pro shop and having them do it. You know, professionally, that machine's $5 grand for a reason. But I'm trying to be as budget friendly as I can and try to help people save as much as they can in order to make this sport a little bit more affordable for folks. You know, and it also helps you learn. If you guys didn't know how to do this beforehand, you know, it's pretty quick and easy. The set of these pads, I think I paid no more than like $12 for, and not discrediting any of the big name, you know, ones. They kind of, you know, all perform. How long they will, I don't know. It's Amazon. But, you know, just again, like I said, I'm just trying to be as budget friendly as I can and try to show the, you know, folks that may have never done any of this how to do it, how to learn how to do it, and save a few bucks. All right, now we're going to step up to the 1200 to 1500. So we've halfway through. So get this one going. What this is going to do for you know, the people that may not know, is this is going to bring back the performance. If you've noticed, you know, maybe your ball isn't hooking like it used to, it doesn't respond, you know, in the oil like it once did, taking it back to a box finish or just adding, you know, minor surface changes can do that. But if you were to go up based off of how I've shown in my previous video, I'll put a link in the description to that one if you haven't seen it, on how to do the oil extraction and cleaning in your sink in 5 minutes just by using some Dawn. You know, and that one works really well. But this would be like the next step, you know, to getting your ball back to the way it was when you first got it. And if it still doesn't work, you know, take it to your pro shop. You know, let your local guy go in there, or gal, go in there and, you know, put it on their machine. But this is just a way that you can do it in between, you know, maybe league night before. Like tonight we've got league. This is my son's ball. You know, I just actually did all of mine, so I'm kind of doing this one for him. But we've got league tonight, so this one had a lot of games on it. He bowls with this one quite regularly. I'll put some before and after pictures before pictures that I took to kind of show you guys where it started off before I did the oil extraction and cleaning. But we're going to just keep going on this one until we're bumping up to the final. All right, so back to the top here with our final one. I appreciate you guys checking out this video so far. If you can, If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. We're getting pretty close to 500 on the channel. And, you know, I'd super appreciate it if you guys like the videos. Give it a like, share, subscribe. Got some more league content coming, mic'd up league. Got a couple more how-tos and money-saving tips, kind of like this one. But if you guys have any suggestions, I know there's a lot of bowling content out there. Let me know what you guys want to see next. My kid and I do a lot of challenge videos. He actually won this ball on one of my shorts I posted for bowling his first over 200 game. So that one was kind of fun. But he's got his leagues he's got going on now. Same with us. Hope everybody else's leagues are going good. I'm having a rough one, but it's mental. Hopefully get through. I think our team's in 5th right now. So yeah, we'll probably go live tonight. I know my kid's gonna sub on our Wednesday night lousy bowlers. Oh man, I keep hitting this camera when I do this, sorry y'all. But anyways, we're almost finished with this step. I'm gonna keep going on this end real fast and finish up with the rinse off. All right, so we got that. I'll rinse out his little finger holes here real quick. And there we go. All right, so I'm gonna get this dried off. We'll get back over to the table and view the results. All right, so I know it just came out of the sink, but I'm still who I am. I still use it. This isn't KR Strike Force. I just use a ball cleaner anyways when I'm done, but this is to kind of finish it off. A lot of people use polish. I haven't gone that far with any of mine before where I've went back to a polishing. I think I just leave that to the days I go up to the pro shop. But get this sprayed off here. And this one's one of the better outcomes. Most of my balls, I mean, my Rhino came out really nice when I redid that because I remember how dull it was when I first got it. And the end result. But here we go. Let's get some more light on here. Give you guys a better look. But bang. Yeah, so like in here, you know, you're still gonna have a little bit of dirt, but rotate that around. We are back to box finish, baby. And that thing, let me see if I can get my zoom better. Came out absolutely awesome. I mean, it's got that same dull, perfect finish. I've got a picture I'll pop up with my kid when he did his unboxing video, and he was sitting here holding it. So, kind of guys give you a look. I thought this ball was sick, man. This thing looks like Starry Night. But there you go. Kind of show you guys the end result. Let me just zoom back out. Oop. But yeah, that's it. So again, easy in your house way to get your ball from being how it was, and I'll show you before, and how we are now, to get your ball back to its box finish and reacting the way that you remember when you first threw it. I hope this video helped you guys out. Please like, subscribe, share. We got some more content coming soon. I got live coming up on League. We do mic'd up. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope to see you out on the lanes.